What happens when an unstoppable force collides with an ancient god of darkness? A battle so cataclysmic, so reality-shattering, that even the universe itself trembles in fear. Trigon, the malevolent demon overlord, a cosmic tyrant whose very presence bends reality to his will, faces off against Doomsday, the living embodiment of destruction, an unrelenting beast that has conquered death itself. As these two unstoppable forces clash, entire planets are reduced to rubble, dimensions are torn apart, and the echoes of their fury ripple across the multiverse. The Justice League can only watch in horror as chaos unfolds, for this is a battle beyond heroes, beyond gods. But in the end, when the dust settles and the cosmos bears witness to the devastation left behind, only one will stand. Will it be the all-powerful Demon King, or the monster that refuses to die? Prepare yourself for the most apocalyptic showdown ever told. The void trembled as a crack split across the heavens, widening into a gaping wound in space itself. From its depths, darkness spilled forth like a bleeding cosmos, birthing fire and shadow in equal measure. The stars dimmed as an ancient power surged through the rift, the very essence of evil given form. Trigon, the demon overlord, had returned. His 6 burning eyes surveyed the universe with an expression of both hunger and amusement. His crimson body, vast and imposing, rippled with dark energy. His presence alone suffocated the ether, twisting reality into his nightmarish dominion. Planets trembled at his arrival, and civilizations felt the weight of his malevolence pressing against their fragile existence. He was not just a ruler of dimensions. He was a force of nature, a being beyond mortal comprehension. Yet, far across the cosmos, a different force stirred, deep within the wreckage of an ancient, war-torn planet. Something primal clawed its way back into existence. A monstrosity long believed to be buried forever beneath the bones of its own destruction had awakened. Doomsday, the living engine of annihilation, ripped free from his entombment. His jagged, bone-like protrusions gleamed under the crimson sky, his eyes glowing with soulless fury. He had no thoughts, no fear, only a singular purpose: to destroy anything in his path. The Justice League had been tracking ominous disturbances across the multiverse, but as sensors spiked off the charts, the reality of their situation dawned upon them. Superman, standing aboard the watchtower, watched the energy signatures converge on a single trajectory. His eyes narrowed, his jaw set in grim determination. "This isn't just another invasion," Batman murmured from behind him. "This is something far worse." And then the moment came. The two titanic forces met on the war-ravaged surface of Apocalypse. Doomsday struck first. The ground beneath him shattered as he lunged, fists like meteorites crashing against Trigon's massive form. The Demon King barely budged, tilting his head as though amused by the audacity of a mere creature trying to harm him. Then, with a flick of his clawed hand, he sent Doomsday hurtling through mountains, leveling an entire city in the process. Doomsday rose from the rubble and scathed. His adaptive biology had already learned from the attack. His skin thickened, his bones reinforced. He charged again, faster, stronger. Trigon unleashed a torrent of hellfire, engulfing the beast in an inferno that could incinerate galaxies. The flames roared, devouring the battlefield, yet from within, a silhouette emerged, untouched, unaffected. Doomsday burst through, his body now immune to Trigon's hellish energy. For the first time in millennia, Trigon frowned. Realizing brute force alone would not suffice, Trigon altered his strategy. He raised his hands, distorting the fabric of reality itself. The very sky bent, turning inside out as gravitational forces beyond comprehension twisted space. Doomsday found himself being pulled apart at a molecular level, his body unraveling into strands of energy. But then he adapted again. With a guttural roar, Doomsday resisted the warping of reality. His body reformed, stronger than before, his bones now pulsating with an energy that countered Trigon's magic. He leapt forward, catching the demon lord off guard, and landed a devastating punch to Trigon's face. The impact sent shockwaves across the galaxy. Trigon staggered. Enraged, the Demon King expanded, his form now stretching beyond the planet, beyond the system. He became the sky, the void itself. His voice, deep and thunderous, shook existence. You are nothing but an insect before me. Doomsday, however, did not hear. He did not comprehend words, threats, or the concept of fear. He only understood battle. And so, he attacked again. For days, the fight raged on, their blows shattering planets, their energy rippling across dimensions. The Justice League, helpless in the face of such destruction, watched in horror as entire civilizations were wiped out in the wake of their war. Superman clenched his fists. We have to do something. Batman shook his head. We can't stop this. This is beyond us. Wonder Woman turned to them. Then who can? The answer came in the form of a new darkness, a shift in the very nature of the battle. Trigon, frustrated, realized that Doomsday was an anomaly even he had never encountered before. He could not corrupt him, could not consume his soul, for Doomsday had none. But Trigon was not just a destroyer. He was a god. With a sinister smile, he wove his ultimate spell, summoning a rift beyond time, a prison beyond the known dimensions, the very essence of non-existence. Doomsday charged at him one last time, but it was too late. Trigon's spell consumed him, dragging him into the abyss. Doomsday fought, resisted, but this was something even he could not adapt to, something beyond reality itself. With one final, defiant roar, Doomsday vanished. The battle was over. Trigon stood victorious, surveying the damage, the ruins left in their wake. He had won, but the universe had paid the price. Superman fell to his knees, the weight of destruction crushing him more than any enemy ever had. Dark tendrils of Trigon's power spread across the cosmos, solidifying his dominion. Apocalypse, once the stronghold of Darkseid, was now his command. He had not only defeated Doomsday, but had claimed an entire world as his throne. The demonic overlord let out a victorious roar, his laughter echoing into the void. But deep within the abyss where Doomsday had been cast, something stirred. The rift quaked, subtle at first, then violently. No prison, no force, not even the will of the god, could erase Doomsday completely. His essence adapted. His mindless rage endured. He would return, and the war would begin anew.